Every day I get up and all I think about is driving and helping drivers get better. Like that's what I get my kick out of, is helping drivers improve. Unfortunately, there are only so many of them that I can ever get in a car with or talk to and everything. And now I have a tool that I can kind of send out on the road and say, go help that driver. So I think one of the beautiful things about the Catalyst is that a driver can come to a school or can get some coaching, but then when that school or that coaching isn't around, they've got a device here that can help them continue their learning. And that's why 99% of drivers drive on a track, to see improvement, to learn.
At the end of the day at ProFormance, we always tell our students, if you've enjoyed this, if you think this is going to be a recreational way of life with you, let us show you where you can go with this. Meet your new driver coaching assistant, the Garmin Catalyst. It does it all for you. It's going to help take you to the next level.
The first time I really used the Garmin Catalyst, I was at Heartland Park Raceway, and I'd spent 2 days there driving a car very, very quickly around the track and really working on my driving. And at the end of the second day, all I did was I sat down and looked at what the Catalyst could tell me to do, the opportunities, and then went out and listened to the audio cues and the coaching that it gave me.
Next left, carry more speed.
And it knocked 9/10 of a second off my best lap time. For somebody that's driven race cars all my life, it just blew me away, shocked me by what it could do. Don, do you remember the first time that I showed up with this thing?
I do.
and I said, here's the Garmin Catalyst. We plugged it in, and I think it took us all of like 4 minutes to get it plugged in and hooked up.
Yep.
And then you went and drove with it. What were your first impressions?
Problem solved. As you know, I called you saying, here's where I want to go, and here's how I think I'm going to get there. And that's when you said, I know how you're going to get there. The Garmin Catalyst is going to solve the avoidance problem you have. I knew immediately this is where we wanted to be.
I'm curious how the reception has been with your instructors.
Well, I think initially my guys thought they were going to walk in and find the bio wall, just their pictures gone and pictures of Catalyst on the bio wall. It didn't take them long to figure out it's not a substitute for a good high-performance driver education instructor. It's their assistant. It's an assistant coach. Ross, let me ask them, what's your favorite feature of the Garmin Catalyst?
Well, it's a trick question because there isn't just one thing. I mean, I love the opportunities. That was a big thing, you know, the whole thing of having 3 opportunities. I love the average lap because it shows consistency of a driver, but it also shows how much effort the driver is putting in there to get that lap time. Right. But I have to say, I mean, my favorite is the optimal lap video. The way they stitch that together, the way the device stitches it together and presents you with a mental picture of a video of what you actually did and what you're capable of doing. I think that's just so powerful for a driver.
One of the things you and I both know we do out here is make sure that no one goes to the car without a plan. Einstein said the sure sign of insanity is just keep doing things the same way and expect something to change. This helps you make a plan so that you never go to the car without 3 things you're going to work on.
You know, one of the other things I think is it's the immediate feedback in the car.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it is like having one of us in the car with them, only better, better looking. You know, so it's like having a coach in the car with it, giving immediate feedback. And the immediate feedback is in audio cues, audio coaching. I also just love the red and green on the screen.
I love that, love it.
I know I'm doing good when I see green.
Ross, at the end of someone's first HPDE day, what would you tell them about using the Catalyst ongoing?
Well, I think the big thing about it is we're here to learn. Learning is fun. Driving faster is part of learning. And this is a tool that is designed by drivers for drivers. You know, it's not some engineering device that you gotta get stuck in and look at squiggly lines. This is just going to give you some good advice, and you're going to go on track and you're going to drive faster, period.
There comes a time to get the instructor, the body of the instructor out of the car. The student's sitting there driving going, oh my God, he's looking at me, he's watching me, he's going to laugh at me. At some point, we need to get out of the car and let them do on their own what we've taught them to do. But then we still leave somebody in the car, the catalyst.
I'm Ross Bentley.
I'm Kitch.
And we race with the Garmin Catalyst.